Switzerland is a beautiful country, full of surprises. Here are 3 small and surprising Swiss art museums. Real hidden gems, quirky, unusual, and worth a look. The Art Brut Museum in Lausanne is art from artists who live on the margins of society, criminals and mental patients. Artists whose creativity is its own reward. This Art Brut artist chose cocktail napkins as his medium. This Art Brut artist chose ceramic plates and old bottles. The H.R. Geiger Museum is in medieval Gruyere. You may know Geiger as the creator of the alien in the movie series Alien. But there's so much more here, as Geiger is a prolific and surprising artist. Some may find his work even shocking. Giacometti Hall in Zurich is the world's most beautiful police station. It's the regional headquarters of the Zurich Police. These amazing murals in the police station are from Swiss artist Augusto Giacometti. Think of Giacometti Hall as an art museum inside of a police station. So settle back and relax, and let's take a deep dive into these 3 surprising Swiss museums. The Art Brut Museum in Lausanne, Switzerland could change the way you view art forever. If you're wondering what is Art Brut, well, Art Brut is made by self-taught artists who live on the margins of society. Artists who are loners, residents of psychiatric hospitals, convicts, those whose creativity exists solely for itself, those seeking no recognition and no outside approval. We owe the term Art Brut to the French painter Jean Dubuffet. We also owe him this museum, which opened in 1976 after Dubuffet donated his entire collection to the city of Lausanne. Okay, fellow art nuts, I think you are about to be astonished by the Art Brut artwork of the 6 artists you're about to see. Stanislaw Zagajewski was abandoned by his mom at age 2 in front of a Warsaw, Poland church. After many orphanages, he became a stonemason, then a specialist in stucco. Each piece you see here is kiln-fired clay. And here is Stanislaw Zagajewski, who died in 2008. Kentucky-born George Widener's dad died when he was 9, and soon thereafter his mom was hospitalized due to alcoholism. He was raised by his grandparents. In 1979, he joined the Air Force, and in his spare time started to draw. After the Air Force, problems began. After several stays in psychiatric hospitals, he was declared schizophrenic and autistic, but his autism is characterized by high intellectual capacity, especially in math. Widener's medium is paper napkins. Born in France, Pascal Desir-Maisonneuve found his art in flea markets, especially seashells. His special talent, effigies of monarchs, and boy, did that rankle those monarchs and royals throughout Europe. Again, his medium, seashells. And here is the provocateur, Maisonneuve. Sephardic Jew and Roman Catholic Paul Amar was born in Algiers. At age 17, he went to Paris to become a hairdresser. And by chance, at age 55, he discovered seashell art at a local crappy souvenir shop. The medium for his beautiful assemblages, seashells, glue, and a little acrylic paint. And here is the artist, Paul Amar. Frenchman André Robillard grew up around guns and animals. After his parents divorced, he lived with his dad. The two did not get along very well, and his dad sent him to a school inside of a psychiatric hospital. In 1950, he was committed to a psychiatric hospital. Robillard's medium is wood, tape, cans, and sub-junk. And last but not least, Angelo Mini was born in Milan, Italy. His parents owned a marble workshop, and he quickly started carving marble. To dodge wartime service, he fled to Switzerland and worked as a day laborer and gardener. And long stretches of poverty followed. After World War II ended, he stayed in Switzerland and, as a hobby, started buying broken crockery to make these fantastic masks. And here is Angelo Mini. I hope you enjoyed this visit to the amazing, and I mean amazing, Art Brut Museum in Lausanne, Switzerland. Please let me know if you share my passion for this fun museum in the comments down below. We are at the Museum H.R. Geiger today in Gruyere, Switzerland. In 1990, the late Swiss artist H.R. Geiger was invited to show a major retrospective of his artwork at Chateau de Gruyere in Switzerland. The exhibition was a great success and was seen by over 110,000 people. After numerous visits to the 400-year-old walled medieval town of Gruyere, H.R. Geiger fell in love with the beautiful city, and when he learned Gruyere's Chateau Saint-Germain was for sale, he bought it. The big idea? To establish his own museum, which opened June 21, 1998. The museum has an extensive collection of Geiger's artwork spanning from the early 1960s. importantly, the museum houses much of Geiger's film work, including the models for the Alien film series, which earned him an Oscar in 1980. Here is the original costume design for Alien from 1978. Geiger's film work also includes Species, as well as Dune and Poltergeist 2. So settle back and relax as best you can, and let's take a deep dive into the artwork of H.R. Giger.
Yes.
The top floor of the museum houses a permanent exhibition of Geiger's private, underline private, art collection. The bells in the background are from a nearby church and are very appropriate as Geiger died in 2014 at the age of 74 after suffering injuries from a fall. Early in his life, Geiger had a relationship with Swiss actress Lee Tobler until she died by suicide in 1975. Tobler's image appears in many of Geiger's early paintings. Geiger married Maria Bonzanigo in 1979, but they were divorced after a year and one half. Geiger's second marriage is the one that lasted. He lived and worked in Zurich with his second wife, Carmen Maria Scheifele, who is the director of the modern-day H.R. Giger Museum. Here's a treat for you. Adjacent to the museum is a fantastic museum H.R. Giger bar. Completed back in 2003. The bar is, as you'll see, unusual. I call this bar a beer-drinking, immersive artwork project. If you knew Giger only through his work on Alien, now you know the rest of the story. This is the world's most beautiful police station, the the regional headquarters of the Zurich police. The entrance hall of this building is known as Giacometti Hall. It houses frescoes by talented Swiss artist Augusto Giacometti. The police station is one of the most important works of art and architecture in Switzerland. It was an orphanage converted to an administrative building back in 1911. In 1922, the city of Zurich launched a competition to decorate its entrance hall, aiming to simply brighten this very gloomy space. Augusto Giacometti won the competition hands down. His clever design in warm red and ochre tones was executed by Giacometti himself and a number of other Swiss artists between 1922 and 1926. The frescoes on the ceilings and vaulted roof consist of floral ornaments and geometric shapes, while the walls depict people at work, stonemasons, carpenters, and astronomers. I suspect few tourists actually see this hidden gem, as it is not well known and open only from 2 to 5 p.m. Wednesday through Saturday. If you're in Zurich, here's a travel tip. Do not miss the world's most beautiful police station.